Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members, I also have a committee amendment to the bill, and I have copies if you need it. I gave a copy to the chairman. On page 1, lines 7 through 16, strikes subsection A 1 and 2. On page 1, line 7, insert the following. The agency shall conduct a study in evaluating the current interscholastic athletic team policy on competition based on sex. For the purposes of this study, the agency shall compare current interscholastic athletic team policy to those in other states and sports organizations, including the International Olympic Committee and the National Collegiate Athletic Association. So the goal of this amendment is to take this contentious debate that's consumed so much of our precious legislative time and ask the agency to conduct a study about this UIL policy, the current policy we have, whether or not it needs to change as the bill author has proposed, or whether or not we need to change in a more inclusive direction. But this, I think, would be a more thoughtful approach and less politically charged and won't waste time on the floor, which we know if we pass this bill out of committee, we will waste precious, precious time with amendments on both sides of the aisle, in addition to endangering the lives of trans students across our state. So, Mr. Chairman, I move adoption of this committee amendment.
Any questions on the committee amendment by Representative Talarico? I guess I only had one question, and that was whether or not it had a fiscal note, would add a fiscal note to the bill.
I don't have a fiscal note in front of me.
Studies always have a fiscal note.
Not always, if it's not a huge fiscal impact.
I'm sorry.
I've never seen one.
I defer to the Vice Chair of Appropriations.
Traditionally, if it's no fiscal impact to the agency, then it would show no significant fiscal impact. And so a report, what we have seen, because I'm seeing all the LVB analysis on these, are especially for what we're talking about, would be a very limited fiscal impact. So.
Okay. Any further discussion of the Talarico amendment, members?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I would just say that I appreciate what Representative Talarico is trying to do, but essentially is gutting the bill, and I think we've reduced the bill as far as I want to, and I'm curious. So, are you voting for the bill if I accept your study?
Absolutely. If we accept the study, I will vote for the bill. Yeah. I imagine we'd probably get a unanimous vote out of this committee.
I agree with that too.
I'm still going to vote no. I think we need to proceed.
That's what I thought.